Welcome to PopSugar Summer School. I'm Molly Goodson.
And I'm Lauren Turner.
And today we're suggesting some classic road trip movies that you should watch this summer. Plus, we're going to teach you some very valuable lessons for them, so pay attention. There will be a quiz later.
Everybody push! All right. Here we go. Push!
Little Miss Sunshine is one of those movies that was an instant classic as soon as it came out.
It really was. And you know what? This family did not let a little thing like a stalled car get in the way of Olive's Little Miss Sunshine pageant dreams.
Go, honey.
Come on. Come on, Olive, run.
So maybe the lesson here is that if you're going to take a road trip, make sure your car works first. But even if it doesn't, you can still get there.
Right, you know, maybe save a little bit of gas, get some exercise while you're at it.
And I just kind of waltz on in, and I say, ladies, gentlemen, let's see who wins the prize for keeping their cool. Simon says, everybody down on the floor.
Who could forget the road trip in Thelma and Louise, the movie that put Brad Pitt on the map?
Right, so Thelma and Louise's road trip ends up being not so fun. You think that it's taken a turn when they pick up Brad Pitt, but then he steals all of Louise's life savings.
But at least Thelma gets a night with Brad Pitt.
Well, I may be an outlaw, darling, but you're the one stealing my heart.
I think the lesson here, ladies, is that if you're going to pick up a mysterious hitchhiker, make sure he's hot.
Like Brad Pitt hot, and don't settle for anything less.
Next up is the Dumb and Dumber road trip to Aspen, where the beer flows like wine. I mean, they're in a dog car. I think we can agree this one's a classic.
I think we can.
So Lloyd and Harry are on their way to Aspen with a briefcase full of money to return to Lauren Holly's character.
And then when they get close, Lloyd takes a wrong turn and they drive for a really long time in the complete opposite direction.
I expected the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this.
I was thinking the same thing. That John Denver's full of man.
I think the lesson here is if you're going somewhere you know nothing about, maybe you should invest in a map.
And if you're going to take a nap, you should probably make sure that your driver knows where he's going.
How do you know when it's kicked in? I am a golden god!
For all the aspiring rock stars, writers, and band-aids, there's Almost Famous.
It's a must-see for any music-loving road tripper.
Now, in this movie, a young music writer goes on tour with a band, and along the way, they stop at a random high school party, and one of the guys in the band takes some drugs, and it doesn't go so well.
I am a golden god!
Things get crazy. If you don't want to be caught standing on a roof at 2 a.m. screaming, "I am a golden god," then you should probably stay away from random people's parties.
But if you do, have fun, but be careful.
We just drove 2,460 miles just for a little Roy Wally entertainment. The moose says you're closed, I say you're open.
Let's be honest, no road trip is more epic than the Griswold family's cross-country drive to Wally World in National Lampoon's Vacation.
There are lots of life lessons in this one, but the biggest perhaps is when they finally get there after a series of mishaps. Wally World is closed for repairs.
So
Life was
sad.
So hard before the internet.
We're not really violent people. This is our first gun.
No, it isn't.
So you know how they say that life's about the journey and not the destination? If you're going on a road trip, maybe you should research your destination first.
Or maybe call ahead, or Google it.
Our final road trip lesson comes from a movie with many different types of transportation: planes, trains, and automobiles.
This is a can't miss. It takes place during Thanksgiving, but it's still a great watch for anybody heading out on the road this summer.
So their plane plans get derailed, the train breaks down, and when they finally get in the car, what happens? John Candy goes and lights it on fire with his cigarette.
Are you mad at me?
Cigarettes are very dangerous. But they end up driving off anyway, even though there's no roof and there are literally pieces of the car falling off on the road.
Sounds like the worst way to road trip ever. So the lesson is respect your ride, people. It's kind of an important part of the trip. And also, don't get into a burning car, ever. It's probably really hot in there.
So that's our list. Which road trip would you like to have gone on?
I would go on a trip with the Griswold family any day.
I gotta go with Almost Famous. It looked epic. Thanks so much for watching PopSugar Summer School. We hope you picked up some tips for your next road trip.
And added a few summer movies to your must-watch list.
Safe travels, and thanks for watching.